Hello everyone, it's John back again and welcome to another daily update on news on transfers incoming and also a rumour today of an outgoing or, looking like a player could be leaving Goodison. So over the past few weeks, we've been strongly linked with Gabriel Magalhaes from Lille. He's a big, strong centre-half, something that I think we need. Maybe to partner Holgate, maybe to partner Yerry Mina, and I'm not too sure how we'll work that. But, I think Ancelotti is definitely in for a big, strong centre-half. Been watching a few clips of him. As I say, he looks strong in the tackle, good in the air, reads the play well, steps out. Reminds him a bit like Van Dijk, to be fair. Always capable of scoring from set pieces. I watched a few clips earlier on. Looks a really good player. It looks like Everton have beat Arsenal, Chelsea and PSG to the signing of Gabriel. So I think this is the one Ancelotti wants. I think this is looking like this could be Ancelotti's first signing as Everton Football Club manager. I can see this one getting over the line. Reported it's a fee, 25 to 30 million. I've seen a few reports on this, and one of the strong links have come from Dominic King. Now, Dominic King's very, very rarely wrong on reporting on Everton transfers and other transfers. So, he looks a player who I'd like at the club. So I can see this one happening. Another player we've been linked with again is Allan. I know Ancelotti is a big admirer of Allan. He had him at Napoli when he was there. I think he brought him to the club. There was interest in January in the player. There was talks between Everton and Napoli, but apparently they just couldn't get a deal over the line. So I did see something else that, the transfer fee they're asking for a player of Allan's age is not really putting Ancelotti off. So that, again, I've said this a few times on previous videos when I've done them with Michael about which players I want, which players I could see come in. And I think that the Allan's, the name's cropped up every video we've done. So again, I'm going to give the out of 10 the chances of these moves happening, in my opinion. So I'll go back to Magalhaes. I'll probably say that's 8 out of 10 for that one. The Allan one, I'll give that a 7 out of 10 for chances of that happening. Apparently Gattuso, the Napoli manager now since Ancelotti left, has fell out with him, doesn't really fancy the player. And I did see a rumour this morning, I can't remember which player it was, but apparently he's also had a fallout with a certain player at Napoli as well. So it really doesn't look like Allan has much future at Napoli, to be fair. I can see that one happening. I think you're probably looking at about 35 million for Allan. I think that's what Allan's going to cost. So again, there's a strong chance that could happen. Another player we've been linked with, and I know Michael really rates this player. I do myself, and I think a lot of us do, is Jack Grealish from Aston Villa. Everton were first linked with him last week. Little rumours and sort of weak links, but the links were there. But today Sky Sports reported, and I know Sky Sports can be a bit off the mark, and they seem to be linking everyone with every club at the minute. But we were linked with him. I don't know whether Sky Sports have got their rumours from the links from last week. I'm not too sure. But Jack Grealish is a player I'd love at our club. I think he would completely change the whole midfield. Jack Grealish, I think I said this in one of Mike's videos the other day when I done a video with Michael, that he has got his off-field problems, and he's young and he can be immature, some of the things he does. But as soon as he crosses that white line, he wears his heart on his sleeve. And that's what I want to see from an Everton player. When they put this shirt on, I'm not really bothered what they do outside of football as long as they perform on the pitch. Jack Grealish will give us so much else. He doesn't shy away from a tackle. He runs for 90 minutes. It's very rare he goes missing out of a game. So Jack Grealish, for me, is a player I'd love at Everton. Out of 10, I'm probably going to say 6. It's not... I don't think it's as nailed on as Magalhaes and maybe as much as Allan, but I'd love Jack Grealish at Everton, and I know Michael would as well. Seen something before, got sent something before from someone. regarding Moise Kean on outgoings. Mine Raiola is pushing for Moise Kean to move to Roma. Apparently Moise Kean does what I've only seen one. I've only been sent one thing. I've only seen one rumour, so it is a rumour. But apparently Moise Kean is keen on leaving Everton, pardon the pun. He doesn't feel like he's been used as much as what he should have been. Maybe, listen, who am I to question Ancelotti? Maybe he doesn't do enough in training. Obviously, he's not to warrant a starting place. I think Moise Kean, and I think we all did as well, thought Moise Kean would have been starting more games than what he was before, the football come to a sudden halt. But mine Raiola is pushing for this move for Moise Kean to go to Roma. Everton aren't keen on him going. Everton do want to keep him. So I think it's going to be down to, he'll have to sit down with his representatives, with Ancelotti, with Marcel Brands, and he'll probably just have to see where his future lies. Is he going to get more game time at Everton? But I've said this a few times to Michael. I know he's only young, Moise Kean. And I know it took Dominic Calvert-Lewin quite a few years to get up to speed where he's at now. I'd be tempted to give Moise Kean another couple of years at Everton, but it's whether Mr. Raiola, we all know what he can be like, and it's whether Moise Kean himself are prepared to wait that long for his chance at Everton. So, that's a player who's being linked with a move away from Everton. Players we're getting linked with, they are going to come in, and the sort of players we're getting linked with, they are going to be in the starting lineup every week. So it does put question marks if we get the players who I've mentioned, question marks over your Michael Keanes, and your Sigurdssons and your Tom Davis and your Sneijderlins, but if we get them players in, they'll dramatically improve our team. So, listen, folks, I'm going to leave it there. It was just a daily update. We do try to get some out, and the transfer rumours are starting to bubble again. So, hopefully, there'll be one every day or maybe every other day. Either me or Michael will do it. So, thanks very much for watching. If you don't already subscribe to the channel, just give the little subscribe button a hit. Tell everyone about it. We are trying to get the subs up before the season ends, whenever that is. And as Michael keeps saying, we have got big plans for the channel going forward. So thanks very much again, as I say, for watching. Any comments you want to leave them at the end of the video. And I will speak to you soon. Cheers, folks.